Yeah, we're in Q&A.
I have all kinds of trouble with these updates for 7.2. Dependency problems.
I run SUSE Linux. I never have a problem. I'm not a Red Hat fan. I bring SUSE up. Comes right up for me.
Do they have an update?
Yes.
Email you when you update them?
I've never signed up for their update because I usually get these updates free because we have it compacted in either test drive center or downstairs and very strong Linux presence.
So you normally have to pay for that?
No, I normally get it free.
No, I mean other people.
No, the updates, software updates are free. You can get on their site. I get on the site very frequently and make updates. Matter of fact, in the last class I taught a couple of weeks ago, I just showed them I logically got onto the SUSE site, put up a couple of updates.
Dash help.
And while I was still in there, after I did the updates, we installed a user own machine and laptop and had my students all log into the laptop. I have the light SUSE's system configuration utility called YAST.
Wait, you want
I prefer their non-graphical one called YAST 1, but YAST 1 is going away as of their next release, which is 8.0. But YAST 2, which is the graphical version, also the technical desktop is much better than it used to be. Fairly useful.
Concerning Mandrake fans, 8.2 is downloadable now as of like 2 minutes ago.
Mandrake 8.2 is downloadable. Mandrake's another excellent release. Matter of fact, I believe that Mandrake 8.2 also includes Star Office 6.0. SUSE does not, and I'm pretty sure Red Hat does not.
I don't think the downloadable version.
The downloadable one won't now.
If you're a member of their
Yeah.
club or whatever that is, then that downloadable site does have Star Office.
Oh, actually, I don't remember the club, but I didn't know it was a separate site.
Yeah.
Now, Star Office 6.0
Yeah. Here we go.
will be sold. It'll cost money. However, OpenOffice is still free. I have not downloaded OpenOffice. I'm still using Star Office 5.2. But as a member of the Northeastern faculty, what I might do is get a free copy of it.
Hey, does anyone know if there are any functional differences between OpenOffice and Star Office?
Yes, there are.
You know what they are?
We're not going to tell you what they are.
There are features that are available in Star Office 6.0 that are not available in OpenOffice.
Such as?
The one I heard was font rendering. Font rendering is supposed to be better in Star Office, but some of the features are, like the filters are supposed to be more updated in OpenOffice.
Okay. Okay, before we start, before I introduce our SUSE speakers tonight, what I'd like to do is introduce Anita Chen. Sorry about that. Anita is doing a thesis on publishing on Slashdot. And I thought that her presentation was interesting, so I invited Anita to stop by the meeting tonight and give about a 5-minute talk about what she's doing. Anita's a graduate student here at MIT.
I'm only going to take up a couple of minutes. Your agenda is full. I'm a master's student at the Comparative Media Studies Department, and my master's thesis is on Slashdot and distributed construction of news and the exchange news on Slashdot. And I actually emailed, the way that Jerry found out about the work I'm doing is that I emailed a survey out to one of your listeners, so apparently it's not the correct or So I don't know if anyone can actually see it, but it was basically a survey that I was releasing to a number of local Linux users groups about the site, which is sort of 10 questions, basically about people's use of the site, and their opinions about editorial process, content on the site, blah, blah, blah. My thesis work is basically, my research is on two aspects of it. Sort of one aspect is the collaboration that ends up happening between users of the site and editors, and the changes in content that end up happening via that collaborative relationship, if you want to call it that. And the second aspect of it that I'm looking at is this notion of decentralized editorialship, and something that probably is more behind the scenes, but kind of looking at differences in editorial processes that end up happening in newsrooms as opposed to amongst a collection of editors at Slashdot. So those two aspects are kind of what I'm looking at. I wasn't sure if anyone in the room might be interested in speaking to me about their use of the site, if you don't use the site anymore, or if you use the site, or people with fairly virulent criticism. Most of the people I've spoken to are college age. I've spoken to maybe 2 people who are not, and I've spoken to about 20 folks at this point now. So you get the right. So I'm looking for more diverse opinions, I guess. And if anyone was interested, my email address is Anita1, at MIT.
Want to write it up on the board?
Yeah.
There you go. Here, let the crypt do it.
And if anyone had any questions that they just wanted to throw at me now, that's cool too.
Did you say there was also a survey you were like an
Yes, exactly. That's basically, so the survey doesn't, I mean, you could, yeah. There's online surveys.
It's online though.
Well, I emailed.
Oh,
so,
right.
yeah. So, yeah, it can be strictly just responses to questions in online or in a
I'll
text
post
format.
Anita's original message on the discussed list, made with a couple of changes to say that Anita talked in our meeting. So
Do we get to submit our responses as anonymous cowards?
Yes. Yes, you can submit your responses as if you want to be that cagey, but you're really welcome to do that as well.
what's that? Anonymous coward at linuxsoup.com.
linuxsoup.com.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, the editors, I've spoken to the editors already, so they all know I'm working on this. I don't think it's probably going to, they'll see it when it's in the finished format.
They haven't claimed you for it yet.
So I would welcome that kind of exchange.
Would you come back to us when it's done?
Sure, yeah. I actually have to run back home and finish up another chapter tonight, so
Okay.
fingers crossed. So I can't actually stay for the rest of the meeting, but I would be interested in finding out what we do today.
Do you have your data at home mirrored so that if one of your hard drives fails that it's safe? Maybe you should stay.
Wink, wink. No.
Nice segue.
Thanks for the hint. I don't know. So, sorry, I hope that's enough information. I know it's fairly brief, but thank you.
Thank you very much, Anita.
Take care.
Okay, now what I'd like to do is, I guess we've got a quorum, so I'm going to just bring up Christoph, Doerbeck, Mr. Linux guy, and
Also known as anonymous
Gordon.
coward.
And we'll get on the discussion of enterprise Unix and the stuff that Christoph posted to the group earlier.
Can you give the light just a bit?
Yeah, Gordon knows how to do it. He did it a minute ago.
Okay. You want to see?
Click the thing.
Actually, it's better.
How's the weather outside tonight? Is it still snowing or is it raining now?
It's raining here, but it was It was about 2 or 3 inches out in Marlboro, Chris,
Yeah,
as you probably know.
yeah, I've got my snowboard packed in the truck.
Got listed down there, Providence.
Yeah. All right, well, good evening and thanks for coming out here tonight. We do have quite a bit of material we need to cover, so without further ado, I have 3 presentations we're going to be covering tonight.
Look at the camera.
I don't want to watch. Camera's bad. I'll stand by it. All right. Basically, we have 3 presentations. One is an attempt to kind of define and quantify the term enterprise Unix or enterprise computing. And then in that same theme, we're going to talk about Kickstart, which is a tool for automating unattended installs of Linux. And then in our last segment, Gordon's going to be talking about the logical volume manager and specifically more on the topic of using RAID tools. Just so you know what's going on here. I brought 2 machines in. This particular box here has got 2 IDE hard drives in it. We'll be using this for the RAID demo and for the Kickstart demo. And this box here effectively is a server which is just running NFS and has all the CDs for the Red Hat product installed. So that being said, go ahead and flip up to the home, go home. The home button right there in the corner. There you go. And go over to the definition directory and the t1.html. The documentation that I have up here is available on my website, which is www.linuxduke.com. It's in PDF format. It's all written in DocBook, so I converted it to HTML for tonight. All right, so a little bit about myself first. My name is Christoph Doerbeck. I've been a system administrator for about 10 years. Started off in an education department down at the University of Texas in Arlington. Did a couple of contracting jobs at BDS, also worked in the retail space for USA. And my wife was working for the airlines, and we ended up migrating up here to the Northeast and got stuck when we had kids. So, I also like to make a disclaimer about any presentation I do give because this is kind of a hobbyist thing for me. You know, Linux I do at home, and even though I am doing it at work now, what I present here is mostly my personal experience from what I've done at home. And therefore, I do kind of request from you that if you do take any of the stuff you learn here, that make sure that you know what you're doing and don't just rely upon me to give you sort of accurate information. All right, so let's go on the next page. All right, so first piece, we're going to talk about enterprise computing. And I spent about the last 2 weeks trying to prepare for this presentation. And I was unable to find a really good definition of what enterprise computing is. And you seem to see the term in the press a lot, where everybody's asking, is Linux ready for the enterprise? Or Oracle trying to advertise their Oracle 9i on Linux for the enterprise. So I was trying to figure out exactly, what does that mean? And basically what I've done is kind of come up with what I consider to be the essential components for enterprise computing. And what I'm going to do is kind of drill down in each one of those components. And then hopefully when we're done, you can kind of agree or disagree with what I think enterprise computing is. And we'll talk about it while we get set up for the Kickstart portion. All right? Next. Is it not the next thing? Okay. So let me be honest and tell you that when you ask what is enterprise computing, I really don't know. But what I do know is when people talk about enterprise computing, usually you see the following list of topics pop up. People talk about service level agreements, some level of availability, performance and scalability, monitoring, backups, capacity planning, storage management. I mean, the list is up there, you can see for yourself. So, like I was pointing out, these are